First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rachah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. So, Brother Izari with the Pittsburgh GMS camp, coming at you with another lesson to the Spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rachah HaKodash. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. All right? And as you see the title of it, it's the year of the turn up. You know, and I don't plan on making it too long, just a little quick live through the Spirit. I got a couple of videos that I did, but I was, not sure if I wanted to post them or whatnot. They was all going into different topics, or kind of the similar topic, but you know what I'm saying, I wasn't really sure if I should speak on it too much. So we'll see how it happens through the Spirit, if I end up posting it, or one of them or not. But nevertheless, I was been thinking about a lot of things as I tune into the different things that's happening across the world. I mean, you got so much things going on. The one thing that I did observe that I wanted to speak about briefly was this dude, Charleston White. I was noticing how the Most High is allowing him in particular to experience some type of kickback, or I would even say strife, and it just goes to show you how when you try to do things from a somewhat righteous standpoint, without the proper guidance, okay, then the Most High is not there to protect you, okay? Because this is the thing about it. He spoke, very greasy. He spoke greasy about this truth, man. He spoke a lot of shit concerning the Hebrew Israelites, man. I just noticed he's getting a lot of kickback about these comments he made about this Chicago woman, okay, who lost some kids, and he he's making all these comments, which his comments are not false, concerning if her kids was murderers and things like that, but I'm just noticing how he's being basically persecuted, and honestly, he picked a fight with the wrong ones, in my opinion. All right, for you to, because Chicago, we already know how Chicago get down. All right, Chicago don't play no games, okay? And he said a lot of things about, F Chicago, F this, F that bitch, and, and all these other different things, And, I'm just thinking about how the Most High is allowing certain things to turn up, in many aspects, It's all through the Spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, okay? That he, that Apostle Hart called this the year of the turn up, okay? The scriptures say, then shall it be known that a prophet was among you, okay? Right? Because a lot of the things that have been said have been coming to pass, which we all know is through the Spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, man. Okay? And that's just one of the things that have been, coming to pass, is that things are ramping up. We've seen a lot more of these rappers dropping dead. We've seen a lot of people just dropping unalive, I should say, as Elderman Zakba put it on one of his live streams. You got people just dropping unalive, okay? Croaking, man. You see? When the scriptures say every morning doth his judgment come to light, man. Okay? Speaking of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he's bringing judgment to light, man. All right? He's having mercy upon the elect, and he's bringing judgment to light for these 2/3, man. For these daughters of music, okay? A lot of people are dying. And you can only expect that to get, to increase more and more, man. And I wouldn't be surprised if that dude, Charleston White, gets judged here soon, man. Okay? Because the Most High is allowing him to be in a position where he's going to have a lot of people he's going to have to worry about, okay? Because you got people that's out there dying over these rap beefs and things out there in Chi-Town, man. And he ain't ready. He's not ready. And ultimately, at the end of the day, man, this is something I learned a long time ago. The Most High, well, we'll just say, what the scriptures is. Now, of course, this is in regards to the men of the Lord whenever they was coming against him, right? But the scriptures say, if this thing be of men, it shall come to naught, okay? And that's a beautiful way to put it, okay? If this thing be of man, it shall come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, okay, you shall find yourself to fight even against the Most High. All right. So that's the level of protection that we have to come out here and speak boldly in the ways of righteousness. Okay, we can come out here and speak the truth. Okay, as it pertains to this world. All right, and with confidence, because we know that as long as we're doing to the best of our ability, as the elder Apostle Gabar posted in the title of one of his lessons, it was entitled what? Humility, and sincerity equals longevity in this faith. Roughly paraphrasing of what the title was. Okay, so we know as long as we're doing this work sincerely, okay, and we have a higher chance of Yahweh Shem Yahushua protecting us. So we move more boldly. Scripture say the righteous are as bold as a lion. All right. So we're able to come out and say certain things, and we filter it through the scriptures, and we don't just speak off of our emotions like this dude Charleston White. But what you're seeing is some of the things that he said, which may be true. Okay, the Lord is not with him. Okay, he has forsaken the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So when it comes down to the get down, he's not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to stand against whatever comes against him, man. Okay, because ultimately, that judgment is from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So like that precept that I quoted in the book of Acts, okay, if this thing be of man, it shall come to naught. So this thing that's motivated by man emotions, because you have that. You have these guys who think that they're doing some type of, righteous work by doing what Charleston White did of, relieving, he relieved a widow, so to speak. But then again, was she really a widow? The scriptures say, take not a widow into the number, being under the age of 60, right? Okay, so was she? Why does it say that? Because she'll go get remarried, and then basically you wasted your time helping her because she's gonna go find some man to go lay up with, and then he's gonna pop her and help her. Okay, so you don't take on that authority or on that job of bringing a widow in, okay, into let's say, how can I put it, into the graces of the congregation, all right, unless she's a certain age and she have a faithful report, okay, and that's just scriptural, all right, which in these times, of course, we're going to have to operate through the spirit, because a lot of people's not going to be getting no help, man. Things is going to be, things is going to be real scarce, all right, and the scripture say, my servant shall eat. We infinite, it's not going to be out here trying to, what's the word? Trying to open up soup kitchens, all right, for the homeless on the streets, man. Because the homeless are going to grow in number, man. Okay? Everything's going to continue to turn up, all right? Going back to the title of this lesson. Everything's going to continue to turn up, all right? So, like I was speaking on with the whole Charleston White situation, man. In a lot of people's eyes, what he did was very noble, in trying to help that lady out. But, the scriptures say, know to whom thou doest good, lest thou shalt receive evil for all the good that thou hast done. And that's exactly what's happening to Charleston White, man. He helped that lady out, and ungrateful niggas wanted more. They wanted more from him. And I didn't mean to make this whole thing about him necessarily, but this is what's on my spirit at the time, so I'm just going to speak about it, all right? This was kind of one of those impromptu hit record type of things. So Lord willing, you're edified, at the end of the day. But, you know what I'm saying? That's all I could think about when I seen the interview. When he had to pull out his gun during the interview, all right, because he was, he basically was afraid that he was going to have to shoot somebody, because that's the pressure he felt, and I could understand the thoughts that he was going through to a degree of, he got pissed off, man, because of course, you get mad because, you done did all these different things, and ungrateful niggas want more from you. Now they want you to help the whole neighborhood and shit. But we understand that those are not the people that need the help in these times. The scripture tells us not to lift up a cry for these people, man. So how much more, the scripture say, give not thy bread unto the wicked, man. You got wicked of the nation of Israel that you're supposed to withhold your bread from them, man. Okay? Now everybody, you got to balance that out for yourself. Because I know the elder apostles always keep, money to give to the poor, and I've helped the poor as well. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, especially we haven't completely entered into that time, of Jacob's trouble where we won't be helping. All right. But there will come a time where those who are not blessed of the Lord are simply just not going to be blessed of the Lord. Okay. And you would be in a fool's task to try to help everybody that you see. And so, that's up to you, how about Shai. Ultimately, you got to go through the Spirit on that. Okay. But that's just, me speaking as a man. Let me say that. Okay. Because, it says my servant's going to eat. So is you're going to give what was worthy for the servant, the recompense for the servant. The scriptures say that the workman is worth his hire. Okay, so you're going to give what the Lord portioned for you to somebody who, ain't do no work, so somebody who the Lord has forsaken. You can't get in the way of somebody's punishment, man. The Lord will whoop your ass. Trying to help somebody else. I had a dream like that, man. I had a dream, and I believe this is the interpretation of the dream, and I'm all over the place, so Salaki. But in my dream, essentially, there was this floor, and I was holding on, and I had like a foothold in there, but I was like sitting on this ground, holding on, and the floor was tilting all which ways, and I seen somebody fall, and they were sliding down, and I slid and I let go to try to help them, and they end up sliding off, and I end up not sliding all the way down. I was still on the floor, and I had a little piece of something to hold on to, just a little piece of something. Like before, I had a better grip. It was more of a chance of holding on before than after when I let go to try to help this person. And so that just was an analogy of me of, I'm not gonna be able to help. There's gonna be some people in this truth I'm not gonna be able to help. You know what I'm saying? Where the Lord's just gonna, sift them out, and I'm gonna just got to hold on for dear life to what I got going on, man. And so they're just on. Everybody's got their own story, all right, and their own things that they gotta deal with, okay. But it is what it is. But yeah, I just want to do that quick live, this quick live, like I said, I was kind of going everywhere, all over the place. So Lord willing, you were edified, but everything's turning up, and we're gonna see a lot more judgment. We're gonna see a lot more judgment. We're gonna see a lot more people experiencing. The scriptures say that, and it's gonna get worse. It's gonna be getting more narrow. But just to quote one more scripture in the book of 2nd Ezra, forget exactly where it is. It says that the righteous have suffered the narrow, and shall see the wide, but the wicked shall suffer the wide, and yet shall not see the narrow. Okay. Hopefully, I think I might have quoted that wrong, but basically, what the point of that scripture is that we're going through these different things, okay, for a reward. All right, the Yahweh Shem Yahweh has put us on this path, all right, so that we can suffer these. We've been suffering stuff like that, what Charleston White's going through way before. Okay, we've done things for people and had it thrown in our faces or spit at, and we had to learn our lesson. We grew in wisdom, and we got to a point where it's like, okay, the scriptures say, cast not thy pearls before swine. Okay, lest they trample them, okay, and rend you through. Okay, so we had to understand that through trial and error. Okay, and some of them swine was our family members, man. Trying to help our family members and say things to them and give them certain things or whatever the case is, and having it come unappreciated. All right, so you just gotta understand what you're a part of. All right, but expect to see more judgment. I mean, and I haven't even touched on all the killings and things that's going on, all the people just dropping dead. I just seen this thing that happened in Georgia near what they call Atlantic Station, where young niggas is killing each other, man. Young guys just shooting each other in cold blood and laughing about it. The love of many is wax cold, as I seen the Elder Yashawama post on his community feed. The love of many is really waxing cold, man. All right, it really is, and I'm gonna try to got a lot of things going on in transition, man. But I'm gonna try to do a full sit down when I get to the crib. You know, Lord willing, so that I can post up something with, the screen and the scriptures and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's what it's all about, the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and end this live here. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakha HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. That I'm going to say Shalom, Wa Abba Shalom.